Good morning, good morning. Sorry for my tardiness. This is going to be a short live. Y'all know how my morning lives go. Y'all know how my morning lives go, especially if when I'm not sure if I'm going to go live or not. Anywho, the topic is whataboutism. What is that? Have you guys ever heard that before? Whataboutism. I said I'll do a quick little live about it. What the hoot? Why not? It's going to be like maybe 15, 20 minutes long, if that. I did a short, I forget how long ago I did a short talking about whataboutism. It was pretty neat. I was playing with it and made like a quick little song with the AI. I was tickled. Let me see if I could put it in here. Hold on. All right, I think I'm good. I think I see the little thing moving. Yeah. All right, anyway, let's get started. Like I said, the topic is whataboutism. Where we at? So it says, whataboutism is a rhetorical tactic and not information, informal logical fallacy where a person responds to an accusation or criticism by making a counter accusation or criticism or raising a different issue to deflect attention from the original argument. Pretty simple, right? Let's just talk about it real quick. Key characteristics of whataboutism. Deflection of blame. The primary goal is to shift the focus away from one's own wrongdoing or a difficult question rather than offering a direct defense or explanation. Pretty simple. You're going to deflect. You say to somebody, yo, what's up with you doing this or saying that? Oh, you didn't have a problem when such and such said that, or when such and such did this. I'm talking about you and what you did and what you said. The fudge. The fudge. Hey, Kiss My Cheeks. Good morning. How are you? Well, I hope. I'm still half asleep. I feel you. I done did my live late. I don't wait until the last minute to even do a live. And it's gonna be quick. Like K Sarah, Sarah, girl. We'll be all right. But yeah, deflection of blame. Like, no, You're being asked what's up with you, or being held to account about something. Why do you talk about the next person? That don't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. The second characteristic they give is false moral equivalence. False moral equivalence. It often implies that the original criticism is invalid because the accuser or another party is also guilty of the same offense, suggesting a double standard. Hmm. False moral equivalence. It often implies that the original criticism is invalid because the accuser or another party is also guilty of not the same, excuse me, of some offense, suggesting a double standard. Like as to say, if the person or the people that are calling you out or holding you up to account, or so to say, holding your feet to the fire for your actions or your words or your part in something, they're going to say that it's not valid because that person or those people have engaged in some of the same type of behavior, which is kind of like deflection, but they're saying the criticism is not valid at all. I guess the difference between that and deflection, they know it's valid, but they're just trying to get it off of them. But with false moral equivalence, they're like, no, it's not valid at all because you're not valid. And which I talked about something like that before, where right message, wrong messenger. But when you're able to remove the messenger from the message, you'll be able to receive the message properly. Yeah. Hey, Darnell, good morning. So let's continue. The third one, it says logical fallacy. Logical fallacy. And right now we're going over the key characteristics of whataboutism. Now, I don't know if I'm going to say this word correctly because it's Latin, but it says as a form of the tu quoque, quoque, tu quoque, and that's Latin for you also argument. So it's a form, logical fallacy as a form of the you also arguments. It is considered a fallacy because the truth or relevance of the counter-accusation has no bearing on the truth value of the original accusation. Two wrongs do not make a right. Two wrongs do not make a right. So let's read that again. Logical fallacy as a form of the you also argument. It is considered a fallacy because the truth or relevance of the counter-accusation has no bearing on the truth. Maybe they meant to say true value of the original accusation. Two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs do not make a right. That is a fact. And what does that really accomplish anyway? What does it really accomplish? You only have one eye open, girl. You better go make some coffee or something. Do you drink coffee? Matter of fact, don't answer it here because I did a short asking people about coffee and if they drink coffee and what type of coffee and what you do. So if you're feeling froggy, Go check it out and then tell me in there if you drink coffee. Ha ha ha. He said my avatar is so cool. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Because we gotta rise above the fray. We have to rise above the fray. I think I did a live about that too. I be forgetting. I always refer back to a live I did and forget when I did it. What it's called. Hey Darnell, don't worry about it. It's bull crap. Because guess what? It's okay to not want to be a crab in a bucket. Did a live about that too, about 1 month ago. About a month ago. I'm looking to see if I did. I know I did one on Rising Above the Fray. I wonder if I deleted it. Could I do that? Hmm. Oh no. Um, ugh, I did do one. I should do another one. I did do one, but I had it private. Oh, that was about an hour and a half. 4 months ago. Um, it was probably private for a reason. I might do another one. I'm gonna do another live on Rising Above the Fray because the one that I did, I can't share with you all. Anywho, thank you for saying my avatar is cool. I think it's pretty neat. I like it. All right, can y'all hear me? I think so because the little thing is moving. I hope you all having a decent day. Have a decent day and rise above the fray. Bars. Haha. Let's continue. We don't have much left to go over. The last key characteristic that they gave us for whataboutism says it's a propaganda tactic. A propaganda tactic. The term gained prominence in the West to describe a standard tactic used by Soviet propagandists during the Cold War, who would counter allegations of human rights abuses by pointing to racial segregation or other issues in the United States. And that's crazy, but that's a whole other conversation because we do like the police what other countries do. And there's a lot of messed up stuff that goes on and that has went on in this country. But yep, it's a propaganda tactic. And even with that, it's like the Soviet Union was pointing to what we got going on over here, mainly because we was in their business, to try to say, you know, y'all can't tell us nothing, even though they was on some bullcrap. So two things can be true. They was on some bullcrap, and the people, United States, that was calling them out or trying to interject was on some bullcrap. But it's definitely a propaganda tactic. Like, oh, how can they say anything about us when they got this going on? Instead of keeping the main thing the main thing. I see that a lot. All right, so they gave us some examples. When a child is asked why their room is messy, and they reply, but what about my brother's room? His is worse. You're being asked about your room. I'm gonna deal with your brother when I deal with your brother. But right now, what's up with your room? It's so funny. The second one, if a person is criticized for violating a rule and responds by pointing out that others have done the same without punishment in an attempt to argue that the rule is being applied unfairly. Simple. Simple, simple. The last one, in international relations, when a country criticized for human rights violations points to a different country's past or present misdeeds to undermine the criticism's legitimacy. We just went over that with the whole propaganda tactic. The last one is countering whataboutism, but I'll look to see what you guys are talking about first. The crap out of me. Yes, you can hear me. Oh my God, stop trolling me. Stop trolling me. I appreciate you guys for rocking out with me. I seen some people came in and then they left. That's their prerogative. They may not be in the mood to hear what I'm talking about. I dig it. Like a shovel. I'm in the mood to hear what I'm talking about. And like I tell y'all, when you're doing stuff, do it because you want to do it. Duh. All right, the last one is countering whataboutism. To counter to counter whataboutism in a discussion, it is recommended to, and they gave us three little recommendations. Stay calm and point out the attempt at changing the subject. So if it's like, why did you say this about me? Oh, but it wasn't a problem when you said this about such and such, or when such and such said this about you. Okay, but I'm asking you, why did you say this or that about me? Acknowledge the counter accusation as a separate issue that can be discussed later. Why did you do that? What was your reason for doing that? You didn't ask such and such what their reason was for doing that? Or did I ask you what your reason was when you did that? I dig it. You got a point. We're going to talk about that later, but right now I want to talk about why you did that. The last one, reassert the original point and return the focus to the topic at hand. I thought we were cool. I didn't appreciate when you said this about me to such and such. Yeah, well, I just felt like you was moving funny and blah 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 blah. Okay, why did you say this about me to such and such? Why didn't you say that to me if you felt that way? Why is this the first time I'm hearing that you felt that way? Because you said this or that to such and such about me. That's all. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Because I noticed that a lot. And people will gaslight you. So you have to have the ability to keep the main thing the main thing. Otherwise, you're going to get hit with the okey doke. And who wants that to happen? Not me. I hope you guys were able to get something out of this. Um, this is a short live. Like I always tell you guys, if it's a topic that you're interested in or intrigued by, and you want to look more into it, I encourage that. I always tell you guys to do your own separate research Trust but verify anything you hear from anybody. It doesn't mean that you think they're lying to you, but there's nothing wrong with doing your own separate research. And then it also allows you to do a deeper dive if you would like to. Okay. It's a good topic. Thank you, Darnell. And yeah, it's Monday. It's the start of a new week. Thank God He woke us up. Hopefully, everyone is doing well. And remember, even if you got something going on or you're having a rough go at it, doesn't mean you have a bad life. You're just having a moment. And today is definitely a good day to rise above the fray. Bye. Thank you for coming.